A new paper has improved an already remarkable thing. One of the main reasons why international banks began to adopt XRP was its phenomenal increase in value to $1,000. Even while 30% doesn't seem like much, it's actually rather significant in the banking industry. We have all the evidence you need to believe the claim that Ripple collaborates with over one-third of the world's banks, and nevertheless, it is unclear if these financial institutions are fully utilizing Ripple. They don't seem to be. We will go into greater depth on this subject today. We will also discuss recent reports that have surfaced which indicate that Ripple may go public by March's end. With March coming to a close, this event has the potential to send the price of XRP soaring to unprecedented heights. Just over a month and $8.97 later, you have returned to Moneyside, the premier resource for all things XRP. Let us swiftly catch up before we go into today's post. I implore you to perform it for me. Get in on the action by clicking the like, subscribe, and bell buttons. I should mention that we're approaching 60,000 people. There will be a massive distribution of XRP soon. Complete these 3 easy steps to enter. In order to enter the offer, you must be prepared and pay attention. Add some spice by posting a coupon code for cash in the comments section. Approximately 4% of all deposits received by banks in the large. Consider. With Ripple's technology, SBI has the potential to become a major player in the global banking market, accounting for 4% of the 30% total. However, that is only the beginning. A major partnership between the Brazilian Central Bank and Ripple, which provides on-demand liquidity services, has been announced in Brazil. There's more to the world than that. In my last video, we covered a different aspect: the member nations of the BRICS and their respective China, the Brazilian, the country of South Africa, central bank digital currencies, CBDCs, and on-demand cash are available to Russia and India through direct connections to Ripple. As a percentage of global GDP, the BRICS nations account for over 29%. An intriguing follow-up question arises from this. What would happen if each of the BRICS nations' decision to collaborate with Ripple might have far-reaching consequences? In a previous video, I went into detail about the procedure for adding CBDCs to the XRP ledger and how simple it is to do so. At this time, the XRP ledger is crucial. It is a major factor in the ways in which the economy is evolving as a result. While we anticipate the next bull market, Ripple's technology will open up many more doors. There was a sea change in discussion surrounding Ripple's expanding function in financial technology following a public declaration from the Federal Reserve. They claimed that XRP and XLM could be crucial in laying the groundwork for their new FedNow payment system's blockchain. Stated that collaborating with Metal blockchain was a crucial step in facilitating the transition from stable cryptocurrencies to fiat currencies. As a result, the gap between centralized financial systems and decentralized ones would be lessened. The majority of Americans already utilize digital Bitcoin wallets or third-party applications like Venmo or PayPal to make instantaneous payments inside the U.S. The FedNow service, however, will revolutionize the market. More than 120 businesses have expressed interest in using the platform, which is still in the testing phase. Notable financial institutions including U.S. Bank and Exchange Bank are among these, along with several solution providers and payment processors. This event highlights the increasing popularity and practical usage of blockchain technology, services that cost, as they enter the emerging field of decentralized finance. Established banks have taken a giant leap forward. The Federal Reserve's FedNow project will include Ripple, a frontrunner in distributed ledger technology and solutions for international payments, Stellar Lumen's XLM, a cryptocurrency most known for its decentralized bank, the National Bank. The ecosystem is also on the verge of receiving a network that will make international money transfers faster and cheaper. Now things start to get intriguing in the plot. A recent news caught the attention of many in the fintech industry. 30% of banks worldwide begin utilizing XRP, driving its price to $1,470. This is a truly remarkable breakthrough that demonstrates changing the game with blockchain and financial institutions. 30% of the world's banks supposedly utilize for international money transfers presently. Because of this, its worth increased by an astounding $256 billion. A large user base for XRP is indicative of its popularity. Because of this, its market capitalization has skyrocketed and its price has reached record highs. This is a win-win situation for Ripple and the buyers. When news breaks that XRP controls about 30% of the market, things start to heat up. As a result, its usage in the international monetary system will increase. Just 6 days ago, it was speculated that XRP transactions may exceed $120. This is a startling development. Banks' increasing adoption of the XRP system and its digital assets is an undeniable reality. The repurchase strategy of Ripple is rapidly concretizing into reality, surpassing everyone's expectations. According to a recent report, the business behind XRP is not just considering but actively purchasing the cryptocurrency. So Ripple has begun a massive buyback in an effort to retire nearly 1 billion XRP. It is widely believed that XRP will appreciate in value over time. The revelation that the Federal Reserve isn't only observing further complicates matters. If other central banks are in the area, they want XRP to play a pivotal role in international payment systems. With widespread adoption, XRP's value has the potential to skyrocket, reaching $12,000 to $22,000 per coin. Significant consequences would result from this. As its value has skyrocketed, XRP has demonstrated its potential to revolutionize international finance. Also, this course of action is consistent with Google's findings, which lend credence to the Federal Reserve's intentions to utilize XRP as a global payment option due to its high degree of adaptability. For Ripple and XRP, these developments constitute a huge win. Their innovative financial technology has the potential to revolutionize global payment systems. Just like we said, we are ready to share with you some disturbing papers that were released. More and more evidence suggests that the Fed has been. The latest announcement by the Federal Reserve about the global acceptance of XRP is in accordance with the ISO 4217 standard. The original deadline for implementing this massive plan was the year 2023. However, unforeseen obstacles caused it to slip past that mark. Consequently, following regulators' approval, XRP did not immediately see widespread use as a legally recognized currency. Get going. Coins created by governments and central banks, including the US dollar, euro, pound, and Canadian dollar, are often brought up while discussing XRP. Things become trickier, though, when word gets out that the Fed intends to employ the digital asset XRP. Anyone using Google has come across the statement of a government official called Kikuchi, who claims that XRP's public chain. Based on the advice of an expert, this proposal would facilitate the integration of private sector innovation with Federal Reserve funds. As a result, individuals would be able to collaborate on technological advancements. According to the U.S. Federal Reserve Chief, this is only the start.